governing ourselves. Time to warm up. Look at the pictures. Can you name the picture? Time to know. India is a federal union of states comprising 29 states and 7 union territories. The states and union territories are further subdivided into districts and further into smaller administrative divisions. Our Constitution provides for a government at the center and in each state. This has been done to govern the country properly. The Constitution of India provides the details with regard to powers of central government and the state government has been clearly written down in the Constitution. Indian Parliament has 2 houses, the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha. Central government. The central government or the union government makes laws for the whole country. The law-making body is known as Parliament. Parliament consists of the President and the 2 houses, namely the Council of States, Rajya Sabha, and the House of the People, Lok Sabha. The Lok Sabha, its maximum strength is 545, not more than 525 from the states to be elected directly. A candidate for membership of the Lok Sabha must be a citizen of India and not less than 30 years of age. The normal Speaker of Lok Sabha term of the House is 5 years. The House can, however, be dissolved earlier by the President. Members of the House elect the Speaker and the Deputy Speaker from among themselves. The Speaker acts as the presiding officer of the House, and in his absence, the Deputy Speaker acts for him. The Rajya Sabha. The Rajya Sabha is a permanent body not subject to dissolution, elected indirectly, and its total strength cannot exceed 250. 12 members who have distinguished themselves in literature, arts, science, or social service are nominated by the President. The remaining seats are distributed among the states and union territories. The representatives of the states are elected by the members of the legislative assemblies of the states concerned by the method of single transferable vote. The representatives of union territories are to be chosen in such a manner as Parliament may by law prescribe. A candidate for membership of the Rajya Sabha must be a citizen of India and he should not be less than 25 years of age. 1/3 of the members must retire once in 2 years, and their places are filled by fresh election. The Vice President of India is the ex-official chairman of the Rajya Sabha. Relations between the 2 houses of Parliament. If a non-money bill is passed by one house and the other house rejects it, or the 2 houses do not agree to the amendments, the President may summon a joint meeting of both houses to resolve the deadlock. The decision of the majority prevails. As for money bills, every such bill must be introduced in the Lok Sabha. It cannot be introduced in the Rajya Sabha. Any such bill cannot be rejected by the Rajya Sabha, though it may delay it for 14 days at the most. The Cabinet, which is the real working executive, is responsible to the Lok Sabha only. The President. Under the Constitution of India, President is the supreme commander of the armed forces and the head of the executive branch of the state. He exercises his executive power through the officers subordinate to him. He is elected by the members of the Electoral College, which consists of the elected members of both the Houses of Parliament and the elected members of the legislative assemblies of the state. The election of president is held in accordance with proportional representation by single transferable secret ballot system. The president holds office for 5 years from the date he enters into office, and he can be re-elected. To be eligible to contest in presidential election, one should be a citizen of India, must have completed 35 years of age, and must be qualified to be a member of Lok Sabha. The Chief Justice of India administers oath to the President, and in absence of the Chief Justice, it is the senior-most judge of the Supreme Court who steps in to do it. If the President wishes to resign, he may do it in writing under his hand and seal and address his resignation to the Vice President of India, and the resignation has to be communicated by Vice President to the Speaker of the Lok Sabha forthwith. President can be impeached under the Constitution, but only if he violates the provisions of the Constitution, and a charge to that effect has to be preferred only either in Lok Sabha or in Rajya Sabha. However, so far no impeachment proceeding has ever been initiated against any Indian president. Forming the government. India is a parliamentary democracy and has a federal structure, whereby it is run by elected officials at both national and state levels. There are several factors that decide the government formation. There are many political parties in India. This multiple system is a very important feature of our democracy. In a democracy, people elect their representatives to the parliament. Different parties field their candidates for election. The party which gets maximum number of seats is eligible to form the government. The president appoints the leader of the party as the prime minister. He or she forms the cabinet consists ministers. State government. Every Indian state has a legislative assembly. It is responsible for making laws for the state. The members of the Legislative Assembly, MLAs, are elected by people who are more than 18 years of age. They are elected for a period of 5 years. The governor is the head of the state, and the chief minister leads the council of ministers at the state. The judiciary. Within the framework of parliamentary democracy and federalism, judiciary plays an important role in the governance of the country. The judiciary is an indispensable part of the governance, and an efficient and independent judiciary is the greatest guarantee of well-being of society. The Constitution of India provides for an independent judiciary. The Supreme Court in New Delhi is the highest judicial body in our country. There are high courts in each state. The Supreme Court has a Chief Justice, and the high courts too have Chief Justice. Time to recall. India is a federal union of states comprising 29 states and 7 union territories. The Constitution of India provides a central government and a state government. The Parliament is a law-making body in the country. The Parliament has 2 houses, the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha. The Prime Minister appoints his cabinet of ministers. The governor is the head of the state. The chief minister is the leader of the majority party in the state. The Supreme Court is the highest judicial body in the country. For formative and summative assessment, conceptual understanding. Time to answer. Answer the following questions. How many states and union territories are there in India? What is a central government? Write short notes on Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Write 3 differences between Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Who elects the President of India? Write the process of forming government. Oral questions for FA. Fill up the following blanks using the clue kit. India is a Union of States. Of India provides a central government and the state government. Is a law-making body in the country. The Parliament has houses. The Prime Minister appoints his cabinet of clue kit ministers to the Parliament, the Constitution, Federal. Hot questions. Write yes or no to the following statements. India is a democratic country. Indian is not a federal state. The central government is a union government. The governor is the head of a country. Each state has a chief minister and a governor. Conceptual understanding. Match the following: President, Governor, Chief Justice, Prime Minister, Cabinet, Supreme Court, Leader of the majority party at the center, Head of the country, Head of the state, Council of Ministers. For formative assessment, time to do project work. Tell the children how Parliament works by conducting a mock Parliament. Prepare a chart on powers of President and display in the school notice board. Conduct elections in the school class to elect monitor SPL. Life skills. Democracy also means that all citizens are free to express their opinion in public. They can freely criticize a government if they feel that it is not discharging its duties properly. They can even oppose its policies, but peacefully, without resorting to violence or breaking the laws. The government, on the other hand, is expected to give due consideration to the views of the people speaking out against it. It cannot take steps to prevent them because that would be undemocratic.